welcome back to my channel and to Craft With Me Mondays. And last week we chose clusters, so that's what we're going to do today. And I decided that we would do it a little differently. So these here are very handy to do it this way, because when you want one, you can keep this in a file folder or binder, and then when you want one, you just tear it out. And if your strings are attached, you got cut. Of course it would be attached. There we go. And just rip it out and clean it up. Like so. And you have yourself a nice cluster, ready to go onto a pocket or a page or onto a paper clip or whatever. So that's what we're going to do today. And I chose to sew these ones around. You can sew or not. The ones we're going to do now, I'm not going to sew because it takes a while for the glue to dry. So, and I'm going to use a Subway bag because why not, right? And I have my little things cut out here for decorating. So the first thing that I did with these, with doing that, get rid of these ratty edges. The first thing I did is I just drew my shapes. So you can draw, let's see, you can do a square. I hope you can see that they're coming out on the camera enough. And do rectangle. I'm going to do a rectangle here too. These don't have to be perfect, because all we're going to do is we're going to cluster within these squares, or these, whatever we're drawing, whether it be a triangle, a circle. I don't want to do a triangle. You could do a triangle if you want. And let's do a long cluster here. I like making long ones too, because they're fun. There. So we're going to go 3, 6, 9. All right, perfect. So I can put the pen away. So then I just take whatever scraps, and I've been just gathering stuff that I have on my desk. This is just a piece of something, and we'll just stick them somewhere. And then this is the card that we did last week, and I'm just going to rip it up because that gives me some color in here. Now you might not want all straight edges, so just tear. And tear, and keep tearing. And we're going to do it like that. And it's kind of fun. This is a fun way to get rid of your scraps. Little pieces here and there that you have sitting on your desk, just waiting to, let's do that. Let's do that. No, let's do that here. Let's do that here. Okay. And then I have this one, which was a piece of paper that was dyed. And I'm just going to put that like that. And you just kind of keep building them. And then I got some cloth here. I'm going to put a little bit of cloth in there. I'll do that. And let's see, let's get rid of some of this here. If my paper would stay flat. There we go. And let's see, well, yes, I took one of these invoices that we made aged. Those always look nice. And this one will give some nice color. I'll get rid of this sharp edge. And let's just do maybe this, move the paper. There we go, just like so. And then we have this really cool piece. Let's put that like that. There, like that. I like that. And let's put a piece of, I have this stuff here too. It's just it's actually what you use to wrap flowers in, apparently. So I'll just put a little of this. And now because I have that paper bag on there, I like that. I'm going to do this. Oops. Don't need 2 pieces. Hopefully I'm still in. Yep. Okay. And I'm just going to tip this over here. Like so. And let's put this, yeah, I'll put it on the front. Let's put it on the front. So, and then next piece here. Just because I drew a circle doesn't mean it's going to be a circle, but we're going to try to fit things into that circle. And if we don't get it all into the circle, I'm okay with that too. And how about, is this color a little different? A little bit, but not much. Oh, let's get some of this in here. That'll look good. That'll look good. Just like so. And then I took one of these cards here because I thought, well, why not? What gave me the idea to do that was that, of course, it adds a little bit of color, but it also adds a little interest, right? Let's put this over here. Oh, let's get rid of that sharp edge. I'm not a fan of the sharp edges. And you could take and you could ink the edges if you wanted. I'm not going to. Oh, look at this pretty color here. I'll put that right in. Let's just have it stick out, just like so. Just give it a little bit. Okay, good enough there. And let's do some of this here. So, a little like so. We'll put this like this, because then it might not. There we go. And let's put some of this underneath here. You can build right into your whatever space you drew, or you can do like I'm doing and going over the edges. I have some a music sheet here that has some book pages. This one's looking kind of drab, isn't it? There we go. And I like to just build layers. Just layers, layers, layers. That one is kind of not doing it for me there. There we go. Put that there. Put this in here. Just go up over the edge. Do that. Maybe this in behind here. Like so. No, let's do it. Let's do it like so. There we go. That's a nice cluster. And my page doesn't want to stick down there. Okay, and then, let's see. Did I get rid of all the green stuff? I think I did. Okay, so we have some of the quilt. My beloved quilt. This is really come in handy. I tell ya. Put you back into there. Let's just put a little piece there. Oh, little piece. We got nothing going on this one. Let's get some music in there. Put it in behind there. I don't like that. Let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. I like that better. And then we could put a little piece of writing in here. Like right about there. Okay, let's start gluing them down, and then we're going to put some other stuff on there. This one needs a little bit more, but we're going to start gluing so my pages don't get lost. So then what I do is I just start by giving them, well, I would have picked the glue bottle that it's dried, wouldn't I? Wouldn't I do that? I have 12 bottles of glue this size, and I picked the one that hasn't been cut yet. I had them for a craft show or for a class that I've taught. There we go. Somebody's knocking on my door. Okay. You know, I thought this would be easier to do this instead of battling with my, there we go. I just do them, I keep my layers in place just so I don't forget where they are, where I want them to go, and then just glue them in. This one's pretty easy because I don't have much on this one yet. I'll have to fix that. Oh, we boogered that one up, didn't we? Didn't we? Yes, what were you thinking? Okay, well, that one worked very well. Let's see if we can push it back to where we had it. I'm just going to see if we can get this thing to go in here. Sometimes it doesn't work so well. Sometimes some people put like a sticky note or something over top to kind of hold it so they can glue it all in place. I just haven't done that myself. The door is closed. Mommy, what could you possibly be doing in there? Okay, so I'm just going to hang that down like that way. We're just going to put this in here, I think. Let's get that glued in there. There we go. So we got these ones done. All right, let's get this one done. Oh, better. There we go. That's better. So I have a fun thing to do tomorrow with my Trashy Tuesday. I learned some new techniques, so I'm going to do some mixed media tomorrow. And I'll show you what I learned. That's very fun. I'm having fun with it. Okay. I don't think that's the way that I had that, but I'm okay with that because we're just going to add a little piece of my quilt. I'll just do it like that. Okay. Come on, glue. I will probably eventually sew these down. I won't sew them down today. It's best to let that glue dry. So as not to muck up your sewing machine too much. It's a fun way to use up your scraps. Let's get this in there like this. This one probably would have been a good one to ink. Oh well, too late now, I got glue on it. Is it ever too late? Is it ever too late for inking? No, no. What I thought about doing on one of these. Hopefully it's not too late. Good string of glue there. Let's see, do we want to put a little right down there? It's hard. That's the one thing about this netting stuff. It's hard to get it to glue down. There we go. Now, if you know for sure you're going to sew these, you don't have to glue it quite as much as what I did, but this is another thing you can do in here is you can put, let's see. What could we put? Oh, I know what we're going to do. I know what I'm going to do. Okay, I got it. Okay, so we've got to put some cheesecloth in there because, well, we just have to. And this one I didn't get dyed yet, but that's okay. White is okay too. He does not like my door closed. Oh, he is a character, I tell you. That dog of mine. I think I might be putting double down. Nothing wrong with putting double down, but why? There we go. But why? There we go. That's better. I think we're going to put another piece of... I like this one because whoever had it, they made lots of notes and whatnot in here. And I think we're just going to put that... Put it right like so. There we go. Don't be so picky on it. Have a little bit of that blue showing through. And let's see, let's put this little piece in there too. And sometimes as you're going, what you put there gets covered up because you found something better to go on there. That's okay too. This here. I need something here, don't I? No, I don't have any of this. Let's put a piece of this in there. It's like, just like so, because we're probably going to put something over top, and you're not going to see. Oh, I didn't get that one sewed down. Were you yelling at me? Oh, look at that one. That's pretty. Look at that. That pretty. Totally is going to cover it up. But we'll leave some of it exposed. Like so. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And then maybe just this little piece in here. And we'll throw some cheesecloth in there. And maybe a piece of quilt somewhere. Okay, little cheesecloth. There you go. And maybe another little piece here. that down in there like so. One thing about cheesecloth, it doesn't take a lot of glue. You can keep the glue off your fingers. That's the tricky part. Okay. And maybe some. There we go. You're okay, Nugget. Mommy. He has paid no attention to me all morning. All morning. And now all of a sudden he wants attention. So I think we're just going to throw that right across there, like so. Like so. And then maybe a little piece of cheesecloth. Because why not? We got it here, let's use it. It's all about layers, 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 layers. And put a piece there, put a piece there. And maybe that won't be done with it. There we go. There. Okay, so now what I did do, what I keep on hand is this. I had a piece of sheet and this lace, and so I just did this. So now when I want to put a word together, let's see. Let's put Nature's Palette on there. When I have one that's a little long, I like to cut it and make two words out of it. Or, okay, let's just get this here. There we go. And like so. Okay. And we're going to just straighten this up a bit. And then what I keep on hand is when I cut things, like if I'm making cards or something, I take and I keep my little strips that I've cut off, and I put those as my backings for my words. So, get that on there. Like so. You could ink them. I'm not going to, but you could. But I ink the whole thing. Ew, shaky today. It's because I've only had one cup of coffee? I don't know. So then you can do it this way. If you go, let's see, what do we got here? Let's do like so, maybe? Or let's see, what else have we got here? taking too much. You're taking too much. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Isn't it cute? All right. So I have just a bunch of things that I've cut out here. And I just switched it up completely. Some things are too big to go on for my plans. And other things fit in perfectly to my plan. Look at this little one. She's cute, eh? And I cut out another one like those. What else we got here? Oh, look, this one. This one's cute. I love this one. If we put cheesecloth in the back of that, that would be pretty. And the bigger you make them, you know, you can make them small or big, but I like to make them larger because I can use them on the corners of the pages. I can use them on a pocket. Oh, he's just really saying how unhappy he is. Okay. Oh, I know, it's terrible. Mommy closing her door. How rude. I'm just going to do that. So now, I think I like that one like that. I'm going to just put that. I'm just going to do that. That. Like so. And then with this here, let's do beauty. And let's just do this and put this right on here. Put a little bit of angle. And then I'm just going to cut this up here. And I'm just going to put it with this. I think that should be good, eh? Or should we put her here? Does it matter? Possibly. No, probably not. Go. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, let's do one of these ladies. I want to do her. I want to do that one. And then I think we're going to cut the blue frame off. We're going to tear it. Give it a torn edge. And then we'll ink that. With doing clusters, I prefer not having a straight edge. But that's your own choice. For me, that's just my choice. And get my lid off of there, it'll be fine. Oh my goodness. There we go. Oy, oy, oy. So even if you decide not to sew these down, even just glued down, you can still rip them out as you need them. We're going to do that, and then I think then we might do, no, what's it? Where's the other one? I had a few. Oh, this one here. This one here. Might look a bit better if I had a bigger tag. Oh, like so maybe. Or like, doesn't mean it has to be like that. Could be like that. Not digging it. I'm not digging it. I am digging that though. So let's just do her just like that. Oh, what did I get? Jeez. Very good. Yeah, I just didn't glue that down. Okay. There we go. So yeah, if you're not going to sew it, just make sure you add a lot of glue on your, to make sure it's glued well in place. It doesn't have to be oozing of glue, it just has to be tacked in place. So I could do, oh no, I like it better with the green in behind it. Like so. It's kind of like a palette, isn't it? It's kind of like you're working with a palette. Let's see. Now I had seen this one here. Oh, this would look pretty like that, wouldn't it? What would we put in with it, though? That's too big. Oh, that's too big. I thought that would look cute, but it's too big. Oh, we could put the little duckling there. Oh, I really like this camera, though. That's too big. No. No, no, no. Wait now. Wait now. Wait now. No. Nope, nope. We got this glued down, that's glued down. We put that there, because then it can be one that runs this way. And if the truth be known, you don't necessarily have to have something on there either. It doesn't have to be filled to the brim with stuff. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. I'll keep that for later. Well, let's give that a little inking, shall we? And we're just going to take and a little bit on an angle. Cut that off. Like so. And let's see, I had a little flower. That's a little flower. There we go. Put you in place. Some glued in place. Glued. We all glued? We're all glued. Okay, we got them all. All right, so then what we could do is we can go back through our words and put the word in there, or don't. Just put the duck as melodies, because, you know, the melodies. Yeah. These little guys are so cute. What's this one? Let's put spirit on here. Sorry, I'm cutting off screen, I think, but I'm just digging through my little bowl. There. So I'm going to call that done for today. I'm just going to clean up my desk and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back and I think they look so cute. This is a flower that I made just on a card, an old card, but they're nice and solid if you sew them. They're good if you don't sew them too. I like to sew them because then it just gives it that little added extra of texture, I guess we could call it. So that's the ones that I did before, and then these are the ones that we did today. And we kind of stayed in the lines and kind of didn't, but that's okay. And there we go. So that can be cut into a strip and stored in an envelope. It could be stored in a binder. It could be stored in stored in a file folder, ready for you to use whenever you want. You're getting rid of some scraps. You're getting rid of using up some paper bags, just throwing it in the trash. It's all good, right? So thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you next week. Oh, that's what we gotta do. We gotta figure out what we're doing next week. So I'm just going to take and mix these up really well. And which one should we leave out? Let's leave that one out. Use up some scraps. All right, well, we're going to use up our scraps in a different way next week. Hopefully, hopefully I don't grab like putting the journal together at the very last one. All right, so that's what we're going to do next week. We're going to use up scraps. So gather your scraps and come join me on Monday and we'll craft together. All right, thank you again for joining me. Bye-bye.